What's going on, guys? Today I have something I'll be calling the 4-arrow challenge. The objective is to see how you can do over 4 different arrows. It's really just target practice. So I'll be showing you 8 to 10 clips from each arrow and talk over how difficult each of them were. It should be a pretty fun video, so let's get started. So my target here is the first arrow. And I did pretty well. I hit inside of target a few times, but I was hitting the pocket pretty consistently. You'll see later in the video that this was by far the easiest line to play. Here was my best shot on the first arrow. I hit my target almost perfectly, and it carried through the pins really well. Now on to the second arrow. My first few shots I was hitting inside of target and really high on the head pin. Then I started getting wide on the head pin and hitting really low. Once I got dialed in, I was hitting the pocket really well. Here was my best shot. I hit my target over the second arrow perfectly, and it carried through the pins even better than it did on the first arrow. Now on to the third arrow. This was by far the hardest. There were several clips I cut out, but I never got a strike over the middle arrow. I was kinda all over the place on this one. I was left of the head pin a lot, and then right of the head pin, and then I went through the head pin many times. Here was my best shot. I was perfectly over the middle arrow, but once it got to the head pin, it was really high and I left the 4-7 still. Now on to the fourth arrow. Once I found a line, I did pretty well actually. I started out crossing over and going through the head pin a few times, but I was hitting the pocket pretty consistently. Here are my best shots. I got 4 strikes that hit the pocket flush. And here was my best one. I was right on target over the fourth arrow. It hit the pins pretty well, but it deflected a little bit. So overall, I would say I do best over the second arrow, or even in between the first and second. I got really good pin carry through there. This was inspired by Storm Bowling. They did a video very similar to this, so if you'd like to check it out, there is a link in the description. But yeah, guys, that is basically it for this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and that's it. I'll see you guys in the next one.